Okay, this is Weather Outlook. Posting this Monday, June 9th. Probably be online around 5 o'clock. And we'll go through this, and we're going to go over. People have been saying, boy, we've had a lot of nasty weather. I'm going to show you how nasty we've been and where we stand in the record books for bad weather. Now I'll get to the forecast and the temperatures and where it's going to rain and thunderstorms in a minute. Just wanted to show you that here's the account for tornadoes so far. This is the high was back in 2011, and here's last year 24, which was second high. And then you can see right here we're pretty much following the same line as 2024. So we've had a lot of tornadoes confirmed. Now, this is a report, the storm reports for severe storms. And as you can see, a lot of them out there. And here's Pennsylvania up here. And we've had our share of, and New Jersey and Delaware, we've had our share of severe storms beside just the tornadoes. I'm going to show you that in a second here. And this is the tornado reports. And you can see it's been centered out here. This is usually Tornado Alley, but it's a little bit further east this year. And here's Pennsylvania. Western PA's gotten quite a few, and there's been a couple scattered throughout eastern PA, and then even one in Jersey here. So these are the ones, and this is based on the National Weather Service. That's where I'm getting these maps and stuff from, so that you know what's kind of going on. So we're doing pretty high on the amount. Like I said, we're currently like third, but we'll probably might get into second if this keeps up. Now, a lot of times damage just doesn't come from tornadoes. Sometimes it's just strong winds associated with storms. And you can see this is where wind damage has been reported. And here's Pennsylvania right in here. And we've had our share of wind damage. And here's Jersey over here and Delaware down below here. So this little corner up here has had a lot of wind damage, even up in New York, and less as you get further up towards Maine and Vermont and New Hampshire up that way. But as you can see in Pennsylvania, Jersey, and we've had our share of wind damage so far. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this and see where it goes for the rest of the late spring into summer. Okay, so let's get back to what we're at hand right now. And yet we do have a chance of thunderstorms again coming up here. Um, this is simulated around 6 o'clock, and yeah, you can kind of guess what's going on right up here and down here. Yep, rain and some thunderstorms. And elsewhere, temperatures have climbed into the 70s. As you look over here towards Jersey, the Poconos, and southeastern PA, they haven't recovered as much because the cloud cover was a little slow in moving out of the way. So they got caught underneath that. But right now, the simulated radar around 6 o'clock shows you here's your thunderstorms out here, here's your thunderstorms up here, right where the temperatures are down, and there's rain in between, some showers and stuff in between. We move this to around 8 o'clock at night. You can see up by State College, you got some thunderstorms up towards Wellsboro, out towards Bradford. As you can see, Warren out Warren, and then it's south of Erie, and then now they've moved east of Pittsburgh as they start to move. And as we get to around 10 o'clock tonight, things begin to lift, but that's not the end of them. Here's some breaking out here towards, Lock Haven and getting towards Williamsport. They've now moved to the east of Bradford. And then we move this a little bit ahead, and you can see, oh, they look like they're dying out. This is midnight. And they've now moved over towards Elmira and towards Towanda. They're still hanging around Williamsport, and then you can see around 1 o'clock we've had some drizzle, some mist in eastern Jersey here in eastern PA, and then you got these a couple of storms left over and another line back here, and that helps fire them back up again. This is around 4 o'clock in the morning. Here's a line right here, a pretty good line of storms, and another line just ahead of it here, moving to the east. And this will move this hour by hour. Now this takes you to around 5 in the morning. See that line? It's gotten itself back together pretty good. And there's just a couple of scattered ones now over Jersey and in more of a cluster of them here in the southern Poconos, north of Reading at Allentown. As they all move to the east, they kind of continue to break out in little pockets here. So the cells are scattered around, but there's a lot of the cells scattered around. And this is around 5 a.m. Here's 6 a.m. And you can see they've now moved out towards Allentown, Stroudsburg, up towards Pike County here now, and they're moving into Jersey. A couple of couple of storms still to the south towards Harrisburg, heading towards York, and then this way. And they're all moving to the east here now. Here's this. Whoop, we went too far. This takes you to around 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll move it to 9 o'clock in the morning, and then 10 o'clock in the morning. And you can see now they've kind of moved over into Jersey, and they're headed off the coast, and they're gone. But there's still a chance during the day. You can see up here, even in a PA, there could be a shower. I wouldn't, be upset if there wasn't another thunderstorm. There shows one here on simulated radar around 4 o'clock, just up here north of Scranton here, moving through and then up through Wayne County and then out. So that's kind of the backside. There's a couple of sprinkles around, but this is around 11 o'clock at night, Tuesday night, and the radar is starting to clear out. And we'll be clear on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, temperatures will get a little bit nice temperatures. You might have a nice day to go outside. Here's the afternoon. Down here in Jersey and Philadelphia, the I-95 corridor here, including Delaware and parts of southeastern PA and south central PA, temperatures climb into the 80s. Out here towards Williamsport, you actually get to 80, and if you're up here close to Erie, you might even see an 80. Elsewhere, it's mid 70s to upper 70s, so not a bad day on Wednesday to go out and enjoy. Okay, everybody take care, be safe. I'll update this thing if I have to tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll do it on Wednesday. Everybody take care.